drill. MIC Podcast episode 198, where everyone is a master of their own creation. New episode, man. First of the new year, man. You know we here, bro. 2026. It's been, bro, just a crazy ride, man. We were just even kind of talking about it like the other day. As soon as I moved out here, man, just 50 weeks straight, pretty much. Give or take. For 4 years, dog, is crazy. We're coming up on that 200th episode, which I'm excited and slightly scared. You know what I mean? For I've never put my body on the line for content like that.
Yeah. Not spoiling anything.
Not to spoil nothing, But so like that should be a very, very exciting episode, But yeah, man. Shit, bro. 198. It's just like I don't even know what you even want to touch on, man. Like, just as far as like, conversation is like just like, you want to recap the year. You want to,
bro, we can let this ride however you want to let it ride.
Yeah.
Just full transparency for the viewers. Going through something extremely personal, right now in my life. So I'm a little lower energy than the typical, but as life is, you have to get the fuck up.
He's a fucking owner, man, of a fucking platform, man. Look at this guy, man, coming in and giving y'all what you need. And that's another episode of the MIC Podcast, man. So
198,
bro, which is fucking insane, dude. That's just even in
198.
It's tough to even kind of process,
for sure. And
we won't really even get a chance to because we're just kind of on to the next thing. You know what I mean? So it's like, in hindsight, though, it's just gonna be a crazy thing, man. Like, again, you literally, brought me out here for a week and was like, "Yo, this is, what I see happening, for you, but like for what I'm trying to build." And to go from that, terms of what I did is just, fucking insane, dude. You know what I mean? And I'm proud of fucking you, bro, for just even building something, and just like having the consistency, and then it's like also like the lack of any ego. To just like let pretty much anyone come up here, bro, and just like, talk their shit, tell their story, you know what I mean? It's not a lot of platforms, again, to my knowledge. If you're out there, please forgive me. I'm not trying to overlook nobody, but it's not too many platforms in the city doing that. You know what I mean? And it's just kind of dope to, just be a part of something like that, man. So kudos to you, bro, and I'm super proud of you, man. I just can't wait to see how, Master In Creation Media expands and how you expand. And, it's, man.
Yeah. Dude, I think it's like the quantity of the people that we've had on, is what I'm proud of, because I think what's more common here in the city is that if there is an entity with any like real backing or power or money behind it, they kind of keep paying the same people or keep putting the same people
same
in the
faces.
spotlight. It's the same faces.
Yeah.
Instead of giving new people an opportunity to be able to do whatever they do. So I'm just happy with just the amount of people, honestly, that we've had.
Dude, right? I know.
And, again, pulling up to 2 episodes left for episode 200. We've said it at every milestone, but it while we internally knew that eventually it would get here one day, it's wild whenever you are eventually there. But then from our perspective, like you said, we really can't sit in the moment because we're just worried about 201, 2, 3, 4, 300.
Exactly.
But I do acknowledge it's a lot of episodes.
Yeah, bro.
It's a lot of episodes.
It's insane, man.
Sure.
And, bro, like you said, just like from the people that like just even kind of watch the pod, like that's kind of what they do say as far as like just the variety of people that, we just kind of have on. And it's, again, if you're doing your thing in the city, we don't care if you're an artist. That's just kind of like what the nucleus is, just by nature of like, what you do, and just like, the people that like, we bump into. But it's like, if you're doing your thing on any level in the city, like we're just, we're trying to talk to, just because, again, like that battery is the same. Like the lane may be different, but what kind of gets people there is similar. You know what I mean? So it's just interesting to just like kind of get these perspectives. Just even again, shout out to Andre Samuel, man. It's just his story was fucking incredible. One of the again, I was not qualified to ask him no questions, you know what I mean? But he was just such a cool dude, and his story was just crazy. And just to be able to talk to a scientist, a biologist specifically. It's just crazy. Like what does a biologist get into? You know what I mean? Like just even kind of getting that new perspective on it, man. So I mean, listen, man, shout out to this platform. Shout out to again, man, just like how far we've come, man. And I'm excited, bro. I'm super excited. This 200 is gonna be dope.
See, I think you were the most qualified to interview.
Yeah.
But for a while, I think it's just the ability to be able to like get someone's real story.
Yeah, man.
Like make them feel comfortable to tell their real story. To
Right.
tell, be able to speak freely and say what they want to be able to say about what they love and enjoy. And I think you nailed doing that in all your podcasts, but especially on that episode, which I get it. You don't know anything about biology.
Yeah.
Put you in a lab, it might get scary.
Yeah. I'm gonna come out the Hulk like, yo, I drank the hydrogen, whatever. My bad, y'all. But
it could get crazy.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, I thought that was a great episode.
No, man, it was dope. It was dope to talk to him, man. Maybe this will maybe brighten the day up a little bit. Just moving on to sports, bro. The Pats, man. The Pats are looking, to be in definitely better shape than last season. And like, I mean, you even let me know about Diggs with his whole shit going on, and that sucks. You know what I mean? To lose a receiver like Diggs, but
potentially,
yeah, potentially. Nothing set in stone yet with that. But again, bro, I mean, with the way Drake May is looking, bro. Again, like the poise is there to even kind of compensate for that. I'm not sure who the other receiver options are on your squad, but I mean, bro, with his play, I think it can just even kind of like hopefully like the drop off again if Diggs isn't able to play like from whoever that next option isn't too crazy, But I think just like whatever that gap is, I think with May's play, and again, bro, Vrabel is just one of the coaches I'm high on in the league, period. I like the way he just even operates. Like, again, we were talking about it, but he's like any good general has always been a troop before. That's how you get just any backing or like any sense to ask your soldiers to do what they got to do. Because like you wouldn't ask them to, do anything that you wouldn't be willing to do in the field yourself. And Vrabel is very hands on. I think McVay is also that too, where like he's just hands on. Like McVay's a little bit younger, but I think he just kind of carries himself in a way that like you would just kind of follow him into battle. You know what I mean? And it's like he just seems to me he's good at galvanizing his team. So, and with the way this postseason is even looking, dude, it's really like whoever gives a fuck about the sport of football, this could be your Super Bowl. Like it's not. You got the Rams who are looking like a well-oiled machine, and again, like the Pats going into the postseason are of that same ilk for sure. But other than that, dude, I have no clear-cut favorites or just really any idea of who is gonna come out on top. Like you know what I mean?
I mean, full transparency here, this is probably not going to be a full sports podcast.
Yeah, right, yeah. This is just the tip.
Again, I'm going through a lot.
Yeah.
So, I spun this on him of just like being able to just have conversation for our 188th episode. And the reason why he brings up the Patriots, and again, going through a lot, please don't beat me up.
Yeah.
My Pittsburgh fan base. I'm a Patriots fan. I've been a Patriots fan most of my life.
Yeah.
I was a Steelers and Patriots fan earlier in life, but kids bullied me for being a Patriots fan and a Steelers fan.
Naturally, right, yeah.
It was obviously, since I'm in Pittsburgh, the Steelers fans bullying me, so I was just like, all right, cool, then I'm just going to be a Patriots fan. I'm sure if I was in Boston, Steelers fan, I mean,
yeah, right, yeah, maybe, yeah.
And maybe it would have been a Steelers fan in Boston.
That's a good point.
I don't know, but, I fell in love with a lot of those early players, like including Tom Brady, but, I was talking about, like, Ty Law and Teddy Bruschi and Vince Wilfork and, just tons of just legends that were on those initial teams that had such great character, and to me they were like men that I looked up to, and I mean post Brady, it was scary to think of like what's
there's an abyss there for a little bit.
What's gonna happen, man? Like what's gonna happen?
Yeah, facts.
And you never know because the franchise for 20 years really wasn't tested.
Yeah.
So many franchises, they have to fire coach year after year, get a new quarterback every year or two.
Yeah.
Try to figure out just what the next fucking 2 weeks are going to look like, let alone next 5 years.
Yeah.
And the Patriots, like I said, for 20 years, were not tested like that. And
really, you don't think they were tested in that?
well, because we had Brady. We had Brady.
Yeah.
We had Brady, and to me, my current understanding, and to a lesser degree, Belichick. But
dude,
but in hindsight,
yeah, you're right.
And again, we had players. We were really good at getting free agents for a year or two to be able to come over and just give us
Fill
their
any
last,
gaps,
just give their last bit of them to us. So we weren't in the same cycle that other teams were on.
That's true.
So now that we were out of that cycle and Brady was having success out in Tampa, it's what's going to be next. Are we going to become this franchise? It could have went any direction. There's tons of every franchise has their own story.
Yeah, right.
There's some that never won
trajectory,
never been in the Super Bowl. Some that won a lot back in the day, haven't really been back since.
Exactly.
Some with super strong fan bases, some with super weak fan bases.
Yeah.
Some that have franchise quarterbacks, some that don't have franchise quarterbacks.
That's a good. Who do you think is the weakest fan base in football? Would you say?
Probably the Chargers.
Probably
the Chargers. They're up there.
Yeah. You think if they were still in San Diego, that would be the case, or?
I think it was stronger in San Diego for sure.
Yeah, right.
Not that
its own identity. You know what I mean? That's his own.
I keep forgetting that there's 2 LA teams now.
Rams and fucking Chargers. Yeah,
there's 2 LA teams in a city that
it's just
really
over.
Football team.
Yeah. It's also overpopulated because you got the Lakers and the Clippers. You got the Rams and the fucking the Chargers. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of a little bit crowded in the sports scene over there too.
Yeah.
And they're also just not even really football fans like that.
Yeah. Yeah, so, it's weird. So I'd say that's probably one of the weakest, for sure. Whereas a team that's bad that has a strong fan base is like the Jets. Jets fans they care about the Jets. They do was it Jets Jets like is how
they're just
and they're super
bad strong fan base.
They have a strong fan base they care year after year.
That's so true.
And hope. You know what I mean? I don't really think the Jets ever really had success for real. I mean, they had
fucking Reeves, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
it was an era for them.
They had some success with the coach who's now the talk person.
Rex Ryan.
Rex Ryan.
Yeah.
Like that era.
Yeah, right.
They had success. They were beating us. They were beating the Patriots.
Oh, for real? Okay.
That time. Yeah, they went to back AFC championships.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lost both of them.
Okay.
I'm assuming one was probably to Peyton, and then the other one was to Ben.
Okay. Well,
if
you're gonna lose,
guess, that's who they were playing in those games.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then prior to that, I mean, they had Joe Namath.
Okay.
Now we're talking so long ago. That's so long ago. So it's a franchise that really hasn't had success. That I almost kind of tie them into the Pirates, kind of situation where we care about our team and
right.
We show up,
but
it's just for what, at the end of the day,
yeah, right.
For right now,
for season tickets. Man.
So I'm glad that the Patriots, in summation,
right.
Glad that the Patriots have found a good coach,
Yeah.
have found a good quarterback. We'll see if they can sustain some good success over here. Give them 5 years just to kind of see what their ceiling is, and I guess kind of just go from there.
Yeah, bro, and it's just like I said, it's not going to be a full sports podcast, but again, I'm just excited to see how this NFL postseason shapes up. But even kind of going back to the platform though, bro, what elements do you see this kind of even growing in the next 100 episodes? It just kind of are we think you're just gonna run the same program, or is there many things that that have just been on your mind as far as growing the platform at all, or?
I think just more just bigger things.
Yeah.
I would like to expand this into more of a community involvement.
Yeah, facts, yeah.
While it's obviously completely community based, community content.
Yeah, right.
or initial line, that's just what it is. Like our company tag, community content,
Right.
So we've always had a community aspect to this. That's the whole purpose of it. But I would like to do things more like live settings or in different settings. Potentially like set up the podcast in different areas, for sure.
Would you do like any like spin-off ones, like maybe do a sports podcast?
I would love,
yeah.
I would love for us to be able to do that. It's just time. It's just the time to be able to.
I mean, it's fucking. It's a whole operation. You know what I mean? It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's a lot, but I do think that we'd be successful in it, and a lot of the seasons are kind of coming to an end here, so it'd probably make more sense to start that up coming the next NFL season.
So with like an Olympics one, so every 4 years, just talk about.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Just fucking talk about the Olympics.
We are the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really think there are any Olympic podcasts.
Yeah, right. You know, that's a whole lane.
Maybe we could fill a lane there.
Facts, right?
For sure, but yeah, and I don't know anything about Olympics.
Yeah, so we find out that day. You find out like whatever event is happening that day. We just immediately, oh yeah. So it looks like this is a Kenyan man who has been running for about 3 days here, and looks like he's on path to win this race. This is a clear cut, you know. But nah, man, you know, it's just, you know, time will obviously, you know, help grow and expand that, you know. And like I can't even wait to be able to just even kind of fully talk about just kind of all the shit that, you know, we're into, you know what I mean, that we can't necessarily like, you know, talk about here. And we were just even kind of talking a little bit last night. Like we won't obviously get into like the Stranger Things finale, but just like as far as like artists, right? Not being able to part with, you know, some of their creations, bro. Like, and like I just feel like we're just seeing that in just so much shit, dude. In just so much shit across mediums, like TV, movies, music, whatever, bro. Like, I don't know what is up with niggas and just not wanting to. And listen, let me not act like I don't fucking understand. Like, it's just I get that. Like when you create something, it's just it's a piece of your soul if you're doing it correctly. Like on some level, you are given a part of you, and so to just kind of like say, yeah, this is it. It's tough, man. It's hard, but you know, like you just kind of have to find that balance of like, you know, like it doesn't necessarily have to keep going, you know, and like and just, you know, make the new thing, just like, you know, make the new creation that, you know, you can be attached to. You know what I mean? So like I just don't know what the disconnect is, just like across the mediums, man. Like it just, you know, seems like artists aren't willing to do that.
Yeah. I mean, I get how it's tough. You know, I mean, even for me, for my music career, the career that I had, that's coming to an end.
As far as what do you think, like?
Of just like, it's funny because I never, it is true that, you know, as an artist, you kind of, you know what your music is about, but let me preface what my thought, where I'm kind of pulling it from.
Yeah, right.
Is that Blueface recently had an interview with Shannon Sharp.
I saw clips of that. Yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing.
And you know, for Blueface is definitely not a good human, but he is entertaining.
Yeah.
You know, I have to give that. He's definitely
he is, dude. You're not lying.
Definitely black entertainment.
Yeah,
you know, for sure. But he was saying that, like, Shannon Sharp asked, is the song might be called Better Days. Is that your best song? Mm-hmm. And you know, he's like, lyrically, yeah, that probably is. Mm-hmm. He's like, but that's just not my style. Mm. That's just not my style of music. I make music for women. Mm. That's what I make music for. I know what I make music for. I make music for women.
Fair, yeah.
That's what it is. And that wasn't a song for women. I remember hearing that song too. I don't know if you ever heard that.
No.
It's a deep song. Like, it's a deep Blueface song, okay. and says like crazy lines of like that are deep. You know what I mean? Like, like kids growing up without a father, and what does that do? You know, to the kid, and it was a deep song.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
listen to it. Maybe after this, you know, I'll play it.
Facts.
And then I remember listening to it like, wow, this is Blueface, and I thought that maybe he might
just kind of
start getting a little bit
right.
but He's like, that's not. He's like, I could do the. He's funny, like lyrical schmiracle,
Yeah.
stuff, but that's just not me.
Yeah.
And my music is not for women. It's about women.
Okay, word. Fair.
My music is for sure about women.
Yeah, right.
For sure.
Sure.
I've never conceptualized it like that.
Yeah.
No, I've never been like, and I don't sit down. I'm like,
this is
how am I gonna write about women?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
How am I gonna write about women?
Right.
That's just my art, and
Yeah.
you know what I talk about. I've never talked about environmental change, political change.
Right.
I've never done that.
No.
I've never had just like. I mean, I've definitely had other songs, like more just like hype songs that aren't about women, like hit,
Hit.
Insert rapper here.
Would you count like this, like that? Like it's not a
for sure, yeah.
Like that's
for
about,
sure.
yeah,
for
right.
sure.
Yeah,
it's I've been, for the most part, over the past even just like 5 years, like, really haven't been like crazy out here, in the streets and have been held down, and been holding down women.
Right.
Been in more monogamous relationships, in these past couple of years. But especially prior to that, I was just doing whatever, and I was single up until the point I was like 20. Like I didn't get my first like real girlfriend until I was 23.
Yeah, right.
Years old, 22, 23 years old.
Right.
And I started making music whenever I was 20 in the middle of Penn State.
Yeah, exactly.
So
right.
I guess that's just kind of what bred my initial style
of
music and the topics that
it was just life for you at the time, dude. You know what I mean? It was just like when you create art, bro, it's just gonna be reflective of your life at the time, bro. Like your mental state at the time, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. Like,
and then the further of the conversation, Blueface was like, yeah, like, he's like, you can't be talking about what I be talking about whenever you're older. Like, the shit don't just, like, hit the same.
Yeah,
he's
right.
like, I can't be doing this in my 30s. And Shannon goes, you're 29. He goes, well, I guess I got one more year.
Yeah.
Like,
You're right.
I guess that's all I got.
I know, right?
So for me, maybe I have one more year.
Yeah, right.
Of being able
of fucking Blueface. Yeah,
right. But and not to say that. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what my music is going to evolve to.
Yeah, sure.
I've no clue, and maybe it will continue to be, about women. Just because it's such a like women's like the one thing that I I guess I just haven't figured out, man.
Yeah, I mean, bro, who has?
Figured
Who has? I mean, some people have out there, but by and large, bro. Like that's just like the Rubik's Cube to life. I feel like it's just like, and like the people who solve it, they are part of like Mensa or some shit like that, like the consultant day. But it's just such a part of the human experience. Is just like kind of decoding your romantic relationship.
I'd say the modern human experience, just because.
Fair, yeah.
Obviously, people of our generation, we don't like to admit it as much because it's so ingrained in our generation. But, and I'm repeating a topic that's been talked about a million times. But social media really has changed a lot.
Yeah,
it's the fact that like you could be broken up one day and then go on an online dating app.
Yeah, right.
The next day,
just immediately back.
Didn't exist for literally hundreds of thousands of years prior to 2000. So like whenever Tinder came
13,
out, like
14.
14, and then prior to Instagram and Snapchat and all that. So, I think that just in general, I think we're just too consumed with options. I think we just are too consumed. We have, and I'm also, and I've traveled a lot, and I've been trying to travel more, of recent, like my trip to Thailand, which I don't think I've been on the podcast post Thailand.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think you have.
I don't think so. Or like talk about the music video or or anything like that. But I'm trying to be more mindful of whenever I say certain things to be like modern day in America.
Yeah,
like
fair,
modern day in America, because it's not like this, everywhere.
That's fair. That's fair to say, man.
People don't even have the money to be able to. And here in America, we don't even really have the money. We have the debt. Like we just have the debt to be able to flash this and flash that whenever that person doesn't really own that thing. It's indebted to either a credit card company, a bank. They don't own the thing.
Yeah, right.
So
Exactly.
we just have too many options, and I think part of my music is like navigating how to narrow down those options, or just shining light on the options that are available to us and the vices that we have at our fingertips. And it's just again, not to say that's not something that I don't want to talk about anymore, but I know that I could be so much greater.
Yeah. Right.
Not to say that I haven't been great.
Yeah. Right.
I know that I can evolve into
There's
things.
more for you.
Yeah. And I know that like Perfect is like one of your like favorite songs of mine, and I went back and I was listening to it last night, and I just have my spurts with it. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. I mean, of course.
And man, like I was listening last night and I was like, Jesus Christ, this is a good song.
Yeah, bro.
And just talking about just the topics, on that song, of just even just the because what I meant by I wasn't perfect but you were, no one's perfect. So no one's perfect. So like the fact that like I didn't think I was perfect but you were, but they're not perfect,
right?
So it's like what's that mindset? Like how could I love you? I didn't love me.
Yeah. That's huge.
And how often are we stuck in that cycle of trying to love somebody and we don't love ourselves?
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
And you just can't.
Yeah.
And again, it's harder and harder for modern America for us to love ourselves. I think that's the crux of a lot of issues. It's so hard for us to love ourselves now. We have too many options and too much visibility to things that just aren't real.
Yeah.
I remember having a conversation with a girl and like on some shit that she had on social media, and she's like, "You of all people should know this is fake." And I'm like, "Why are you even?"
Yeah, like it's just, dude. Like,
unfortunately, that's
it is. Yeah,
that's most people,
100%.
And I really don't even think that to me, the dopest parts of. Not to say that everything that I haven't posted on my social media ain't dope. Like,
right.
And it's real. Like, it's my actual life.
Right.
But I personally think the dopest parts of my life are my financial stability, the friends that I have around me.
Right.
The position that I put myself in life.
Like the real shit. Like, I mean, it's just.
Yeah, but it's not, but that's not. Like, yeah, it's for sure real, but so is all of my musical accomplishments, too.
Yeah, right.
And everything that I've posted. You know what I mean? Like, it's. Like, I try my best not to perpetuate.
Right, yeah, like no type of
ideal, like perfect.
Right.
Everything's just hunky-dory. That's why I try to talk about the good and bad in my music. Because, I've had this model and that model.
Yeah.
And I've also cried over this model and that model. Like it's gone both ways.
Dude, and it's just even like, going off that, like, do you think like when people do kind of post the bad, it's almost curated in a way, like on social media? It's like if I am having a bad day, this is how the bad day is, kind of presented for social media. I mean, like I feel like I kind of see a lot of that too.
I also try to have to watch myself too. Also being artistic, where it's like I want to like constantly express myself always.
Yeah, right.
Artistically,
on
like
some level,
I could post 50 posts every day.
Yeah, right. If you were really like, I mean, like if you really wanted to type vibes. Yeah, right.
Really, I'm like, people don't need to be seen.
Yeah, but see, but like that's a natural thing that you have. Like, bro, some people don't have that level of like, maybe not.
I mean, some of it also doesn't come off like artistically too.
Yeah,
like I do want to output it artistically, whether it's a poem or something.
Right.
Like even something that like I wrote down today that like I'm like not gonna post, but like it's I don't know, not a poem, but just like a short like I constantly just write.
Sure, bro. Yeah.
Stuff in my phone, but it's we both fell in love, then she left me falling. Didn't know it was a trick. What a trip.
She didn't.
We both fell in love.
Yeah, but she left me falling.
Then she left me falling. I didn't know it was a trip. A trick. What a trip.
Damn.
Right?
Yeah.
So maybe we weren't even both falling. Maybe I just got tripped.
Shit.
So whenever I looked over, I really was the only one that was falling.
Oh,
No, I was really the only one that's falling in love.
Is it just, bro, give it to me, Shem, man. Is it just fucking over out here? It's over.
Yeah,
It's over, son. It's over.
yeah, it's tough.
It's over.
No, it's definitely tough. And
Jesus.
I think, I mean, I gotta get my health in order, first and foremost. But once I find out what the hell's medically wrong with me,
Right.
I definitely gonna just take weekend trips. Here and
Yeah,
there.
man.
Just do certain things that I wanted to do prior to being in a relationship.
Yeah, man, nah, for sure. And just even, I mean, like, you mentioned it, like your Thailand trip, bro. I know, like, we're a little bit removed from it, now, but how
Honestly,
was,
not really.
like,
September.
I guess so. Yeah. You're right. Yeah,
the
you're right.
video came in like October.
You're right. Yeah, you're not lying. So yeah, relatively removed, but like you said, like not too far from it at all. But I mean, bro, your first time in Thailand, bro. How was that? Just like kind of what was some of the culture that like you took in when you were out there? Because that's fucking dope. I mean, it looked fucking fire. Like
Thailand's a great culture.
Yeah.
It's because you and I, we were in Tokyo, so I shot the Baka music video in Tokyo,
Yeah.
which you were there, and then I took my sister out to Thailand.
Fire, bro.
Which was awesome. It was the first time me and my sister got to travel together.
That's dope.
And I filmed the Run It Back.
Okay, yeah. There you go.
Music video out there, and I was. It took to the last minute for me to decide which music video I wanted to film out there.
Yeah.
But I think for that, I think Run It Back was a good.
Why'd you land on Run It Back?
Because I had like a really set idea of what I wanted, like this, like that, to look like, which wasn't.
Oh, okay. So like
I was between like this, like that.
Okay.
While I like this, like that more as a song, the aesthetic of the music video fit Run It Back more.
Yeah,
so that's why I decided to go with.
I mean, I agree. It looks fucking. I mean, that's exactly the tone.
Yeah.
That like that video was in for sure.
Yeah. When that song too, I was talking about whenever that project initially released, but that chorus just came to me just so fast. Like, why?
So you needed.
Why would you pass on a nigga like me?
Yeah, right.
I'm fly. I'm a motherfucker G. I ain't taking no offense, girl. Why you playing D? We could run it back, baby. Come on and see.
Right.
And then coming into the come on and see. Come on and I love playing. I mean, that entire project is still like one of my favorite projects. No, it's not one of. It's my favorite project that I've ever made.
Yeah.
And Thailand it's a dope culture, but it's just traveling. It just makes you
insane.
I mean, whenever the travel of itself.
Yeah, right.
But once you're there,
sure.
It's cliche to say, but for anybody who hasn't traveled, like you really just you realize, man, just how small your world really is.
Man,
how small your world is.
Definitely,
for the people that you have around you, the places that you go and see.
Yeah. Your perspective,
the politics that you hear, the stuff you see on social media, the way people interact with one another, the way people just interact with themselves, with their family. It's all such a niche experience that you're experiencing. And it really honestly doesn't take you to go too far to see a different way of life.
Yeah,
really. But if you really want to completely 180 it, go to a culture that's nothing like yours.
Yeah, right.
And it's just one of those cultures that are nothing like America's culture whatsoever. Whether it came to just how kind people were, the lack of the flashiness and and the need to keep up with the next person.
Yeah, right.
You could tell their social media presence was not what ours is at all.
Right.
Prostitution completely different there.
Fact.
Which I didn't realize that until I was like really getting the trip together and learning about Bangkok and like specifically places like Bangkok and Phuket.
Yeah.
There's certain city Pattaya, around there that have certain areas like that. It just really just puts in perspective, just
opens your eyes, right?
How different things are and could be.
Yeah.
And how free we are here in the United States financially.
Yeah, right.
And how much of like almost of a shame that is, that like our money, like I got a full leg massage, like and leg foot massage. It was $7.
Wow.
It was $7.
Jeez.
That's
crazy.
insane.
Yeah, dog. That's I mean, bro, like that's more than like a Chick-fil-A. I mean, like that's like less than like a Chick-fil-A meal. Like,
I could actually confirm. I was
yeah,
just at Chick-fil-A 2
yeah,
days ago using a
yeah.
gift card that we got.
Okay, yeah, right, yeah, first,
I got chicken sandwich, fries
yeah,
medium,
yeah,
and Oreo milkshake medium,
yeah.
$12.
You can go get your whole calf massaged up in Thailand for less than that, man.
Yeah, I can get my whole
$5.
body
Yeah,
massaged for that
yeah, right.
out in Thailand.
Come on, an athlete, like yeah, you know.
Yeah, I could have got a blowjob for another 20.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just boom. You know what I mean? Like
Crazy.
just throw it on there. But I mean, no, bro. I mean, bro, you're not lying. Like it's just the financial freedom is just fucking insane. Like if you just even kind of brought like saved up a little nest egg and then just traveled to a country like Thailand or just like a country where it's like the cost of living is damn near non-existent as far as like just not costing that much, dude, that could be like easy like a year and some change of your life. Like you could easy move to that place for like some time.
For sure. I mean, it's if your life is designed for it,
Yeah.
I really think that it would be nice to work here until you're 55, 60, take your retirement money, and then go somewhere else, because you could buy, even in Tokyo, Japan, you could buy a nice place for $100,000. And I'm talking about a nice place, truly nice house there for $100,000, and so you just have a paid off house right there, instantly. And then the cost of living is so cheap. Yeah. So cheap. And that's Tokyo, Japan.
That's true.
Let alone if you were to the Philippines, you were to go to Vietnam, were to go to Thailand. There's plenty of other places here in this world where just the U.S. dollar just holds so much weight over there. And I guess that's also a way how you can fight inflation.
Yeah, true.
That currency exchange.
How was the food, your cuisine out there, man?
Food's great. I mean, food's very good. I'm not even a huge Thai food person here in America. So the food was definitely good. What it had, it's not Japan good.
Fair.
Japan's a different, whole different beast.
Dude,
Japan's a whole different beast. You want to have the best food that you can have in the world.
Crazy. Japan's
probably in Japan.
Japan's up there, dude.
It's probably in Japan.
Yeah.
Probably like Japan, China.
China
got some crazy.
A lot of the regions in Asia, dude, they just got it down.
They for sure do. What separates food between Japan and Thailand the most is the presence of street food. That there's no street food in Japan,
right? Because that's like a cultural thing.
It's a cultural,
it's
a cultural thing,
right?
Where you have street food in both South Korea and Thailand. I'm sure most other countries.
Street food's a lane, though.
Yeah,
that's a lane.
I like street food.
Yeah, me too.
I think street food is a cool idea.
Me too.
Get it super cheap. Like I give you $5 and I get a whole meal.
Yeah,
I can either just eat sitting right next to the stall, or I can
be on the go. Yeah, exactly.
And just be gone. So I don't know. Just in general, I just encourage everybody to be able to travel.
And all that.
I was curious to see where I go next.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, like would you stay in like the whole Asian region? Would you go like maybe elsewhere? Or
I would say just a tip for anybody: if you're coming from the eastern part of the United States, take a layover. Either in, not take a layover. Stay in either L.A. for a night, or worst case scenario, like South Korea.
Why?
For a night, because the flight is insane. The flight is fucking insane.
Right.
The flight is fucking insane.
Fair enough.
That was one of the most mental I've ever went in my entire life.
God, I can only imagine.
Insane.
I can only imagine.
I was, just to give people context, I was up for over 40 hours both ways, and especially on the way back. Like I was up for over 40 hours.
Dude.
I was 24. I was almost up for 2 straight days. And when I mean up, I mean like not
a comfortable
and not comfortable awake. Like I was uncomfortably awake and awake.
Was it like a middle seat vibe, or did you have like a window seat, or like were you in the aisle?
One of the ways I had it. On the way there I had a middle seat.
Middle's the fucking worst, dude.
Middle's bad.
Middle is the fucking worst.
No, my long one, I had a middle from Korea to Thailand, but from Detroit to Korea, which was the longest one, I was window. And I don't like
Okay.
I personally don't like being window.
Window's another one where it's
I
like,
can't sleep on a plane regardless, and I have to pee. Like one person has to pee.
yeah, man.
So I
that
like
aisle.
and on such a long flight, it helps to be able to walk around
for sure.
and stretch and shit like that.
And like you can't do that if you're fucking out the window.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have to like
and
constantly like get up.
I fucking hate that movie theater seat shuffles. Like, sorry.
Well, no, you have to get up because you can't on the plane. It's too close.
Yeah, right.
So the people have to get up.
Oh, no. Yeah, you're right. You
have to physically like.
You're
if
right.
they're sleeping. You gotta wake them up.
Someone's fucking just knocked out.
Then you gotta wake them up.
Just pissing the water bottle they give you in a little fucking Deer Park bottle.
It's crazy. And that's what that to me, like those, whenever I say like I want money, I don't want money. You'll never see me drive a flashy car. I can have millions in my pocket.
Yeah.
You'll never see me drive a flashy car.
Yeah, I'm the same.
You'll never see me. My wife might be different. You know, I don't care to have a crazy house.
Yeah.
We would have to negotiate.
Yeah,
because I don't need a crazy house. I don't need a crazy car. I don't need crazy clothes. I don't need crazy jewelry. I don't need crazy anything. What I want to spend my lots of money on is a first class seat.
Fair enough.
On a 13-hour fucking flight.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to be able to lay down, relax,
and then not only lay down, but then watch the economy people just saunter back and just like, this is not your stop.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
Keep going.
Keep going. Keep on going. Keep on going.
Just that saunter, bro. And like, it's just because, when you're walking on a plane, it's like the first class just hits you, boom, immediately. And like, you see people just already comfortable with their shits on. They got like the heated neck pillows and shit, like the swing out TV, and then it's just like, oh my gosh. And then you just walk directly back to E32, wedged between
E60.
Yeah. Right, yeah, right. Oh, niggas sitting on the back engine.
Crazy. That was
on the turbine, like
that was without question my least favorite travel experience.
Yeah, that's a
my entire life.
That's
because just as we're here, I'll just summarize this very quickly. It's me, and my sister, and we weren't sitting next to each other, so we had a flight from Pittsburgh to Detroit, and then from Detroit to Korea, and then from Korea to Thailand, all back to back to back, basically no layover in between. What was going to be our longest layover was from Pittsburgh. From like once we got to Detroit, we were going to be there for like an hour or so before we left to Korea. But our plane got delayed for some duct tape on the door, which is insane.
That's, dude, I don't
insane.
Okay.
For an hour.
Yeah.
For a guy to literally, after an hour, walk onto our plane.
All right.
Duct tape.
She's good to
go.
go.
Door.
Yeah.
And then walk off the fucking
She can fly now, folks.
Yeah.
Let's get her out of here.
Then walk off the plane.
Get the fuck out of here.
So we were late for our next flight and didn't think that we were going to make our flight from Detroit to Korea, which is our longest flight.
Right.
So we're sprinting through the Detroit airport just to catch our flight. And luckily there was enough people on our flight that they held that plane for us, or they would have just taken off.
Oh my god!
So we get on the plane. So we're sitting on a plane for what ended up being like 2.5 hours. That was supposed to be only an hour, but it got delayed.
Yeah.
So and they didn't delay us until we were on the plane. So I was on the plane for 2.5 hours. Then we get to Detroit, sprint through the airport. Then we're on the plane for like 13.5 hours. Get right off of that plane. We didn't sprint, but we literally got to our next gate.
Yeah.
Then boarded our Korea flight to Thailand 5 hours.
Man.
So 2.5, 13.5. So that 13, 14, 15, 16.
Yeah.
16 of those two. Another 5.
21 hours. That's a lot. That's a lot, dude.
On the plane.
Yeah, that's a fucking lot.
On the plane, 21 hours.
Yeah.
And that doesn't even include like boarding time and all that. That's in air. So all in all, probably like 22 hours. 22 half hours of just being on a plane.
And obviously this is like, money permitting and everything, but it's like a direct flight. Like, is it like, I don't think there is
No.
even direct flights.
Not from
to-
Pittsburgh,
Yeah,
no.
that's what I'm saying. Like you need one of
And
those.
just in case anybody
Yeah.
doesn't know, there's only 24 hours in a day. So if I was physically on a plane
Dog, for fucking 22, bro.
straight hours for an entire day, and again, I didn't sleep at all through any of it.
Oh, Jesus.
I am in a fucking tube
Yeah.
in the air for 22 hours.
Potentially
out of
middle T.
24.
Yeah, right.
Out of 24.
Jesus, dude, that's fucking terrible.
Gruesome. I'll never want to go through that again. My poor sister's crying.
Yeah,
Her scene, because like her funny story, and I had almost the same exact experience. She could sleep, so she was sleeping on the plane, but she fell asleep and then she woke up on the plane and still said 8 hours, and she was like, "What? There's no way. I have a work shift amount of time
Right, yeah, hell no.
left
Yeah, right, real shit.
on my second plane,
Yeah.
and then I need to get on my third plane after that
Second plane.
for another 5 hours.
Oh,
For another
Jesus.
5
I can
hours."
get to you though. Yeah, like that's the point where you're like, that is it. That's the soup of traveling right there, bro. It's like if you sleep, you wake up 8 hours on the clock still, and you got another 5 ahead of you. You're just like, oh my God, is this shit about to turn into Lord of the Flies on this plane? Do we have enough resources for us on this fucking plane? Like, shit just starts getting really, really small. The walls start closing in.
TSA, close your ears for this one.
Yeah.
I need drugs.
Yeah, right?
Dude,
Something.
I need something to.
Just a doctor in the back with just a fucking, just a douse tube and just shoot me with anything you got.
Something to knock me out.
Just anything, man.
Something. It is. It's a gruesome.
Dude,
flight, man.
it's rough, man. It's, traveling, like you said, it just takes too much fucking out of you. And like, don't even compound that fact with the fact that, if that is the case for you, you're sprinting to your next gate.
Yeah.
That's that bullshit, though, especially when you were delayed initially.
Mm.
So it's like, bro, how you going to delay me? I get to where, I'm going, obviously delayed, and then, like, you're going to still keep that same time, so now I got to rush to the gate. Again, thankfully they held it for you, because it sounds like they were just having issues with, like, people and their, like, connecting flights or whatever, but, dude, but, like, if it was just y'all, they'd have been like, all right, well, hey, doors are closing, man. Like, well, like, we close the door. We can't let you back.
The next option was we would have had to have stayed in Detroit for a night
and
then take the next.
Which is just more money,
next
more
day.
fucking, you know what I mean? It's just like, dude.
I think they may have compensated that because it was
Fair, okay.
their fault, but still, it's just the time of it because that would have taken a whole day off.
Also, yeah, of your
Of
whole
our-
trip.
yeah,
Yeah,
trip.
yeah, dude. Yeah,
A whole
that's
day
a
off
good
the
point.
trip. So yeah, traveling is not for the
Faint of
the
heart.
faint of heart.
At
Yeah,
all, dude.
I've now flown on probably over 100 planes at this point.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
even
shit.
just in that trip, if you think about it, I went here, Detroit, Detroit, Korea, Thailand,
Yeah.
Bangkok,
Mm.
Bangkok to
Phuket? Or?
no, wow. Okay, sorry guys, I'm out of it today.
Yeah,
Bangkok to Chiang Mai,
mm.
Chiang Mai back to Bangkok, Bangkok to Korea,
Mm-hmm.
Korea to Detroit,
Yeah.
Detroit to
damn.
Pittsburgh. So
Jeez,
just
that's
in that
already
trip, I
fucking
did 8 flights.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I took 8 flights just in a week.
That is crazy, dude. That is fucking insane.
So I've had to do, a lot of flying
Yeah.
in my life. I'm definitely over, well over 100. I did 8 in a
Yeah.
week. I'm
Yeah,
definitely
dog.
well over 100. And
Do you think the Wright brothers thought that like this flying shit would turn into this? It turned into fucking missing.
that's actually a funny question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit is.
I don't know. Because imagine how much that changed the world. Because, I mean, I'm assuming because they died in their plane, right? They
I don't even know how they.
crashing. I think they died crashing
Okay.
one of their planes.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
I could be wrong. I
Yeah.
have to look that up to fact check myself. So I'm not.
It's a great question. I don't even know how
That's
they
a
died,
fact,
bro.
but-
Yeah.
But their initial planes were just like a 2-person passenger
Right.
plane.
Right.
So it wasn't until after them that somebody else just took the physics of
Yeah.
what they created and said, I think the next stage was, can we have 2 people flying a plane and then cargo?
Fair. Okay.
In it.
Yeah. Right.
So now you just changed the world of a boat takes however long
Yeah, right. Yeah.
to get something from China to United States.
Global distribution.
It changed the world of global distribution,
Yeah.
and then it changed the world of global travel.
Fair.
It connected the world in a way that's never been connected before. Like, think about, like, we operated as humans for hundreds of thousands of years.
Horse and buggy, fucking.
We had some
boats,
more advanced intelligentness to us, for what, few tens of thousands of years.
Right.
And never had the ability to go from one part of our planet to the other. While I had one hellacious of an experience.
Right.
To be able to go from here all the way to Thailand
Crazy.
in under a day.
Yeah, it's crazy.
In under a day.
Yeah.
Is wild.
That is pretty
in under a day.
Nuts to think about.
Like the Christopher Columbuses of the world.
Oh, they would have killed. Yeah. We bring this blankets.
That would fuck them up. But
it drop the blankets on this.
Fuck these niggas. They're like, fuck these niggas. We gotta kill these niggas. Fuck that. They'd be like,
sick blankets just raining down. Like, what the?
They'd be like, fuck that. They'd kill them. And I get it. Like, they would be so pissed because there was like, I mean, you think about especially boat travel at that time. You leave your port from wherever you're leaving from with 100 men. You're lucky if you arrive with 60.
You're right.
It's
a good point.
It was not safe. I mean, you were lucky if any of you arrived.
That's a good point.
Type shit. Literally.
Yeah.
Even boats had to develop
as
time went on.
You face a bad storm, people get sick.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Before planes, nigga, this is modern time.
Yeah.
This is modern time.
Facts.
Where ties existed.
Yeah.
Where people had to get on a fucking boat.
Niggas wearing ties.
Get on a fucking boat.
I'm crying. You're not lying, though.
Insane.
Yeah,
and I'm not versed in that era to know how long, like how quick we got boats to.
Right.
It seems like cruises go get around fairly fast.
Yeah. I mean, like, I've only been on one.
Fairly fast.
Yeah, but like, it was, I mean.
Where did you, when you went on your cruise, where did you dock at initially? Like, where'd you board? In the United States? Or did you fly to Europe and then you caught the cruise there?
Actually, I'm sorry. Forgive me. You're right. Yeah. We flew to Greece.
And then took the
boat. The boat in Greece to like
be around.
Yeah, just like the islands surrounding Greece. Yeah, exactly. We passed through Turkey for like a few hours, like not even a day. And it's like, we flew out to Greece, and then we went from the boat out in Greece. Yeah,
because I've taken mine was maybe Baltimore.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, it was because it was Baltimore down to Florida.
Yeah,
Florida to the Bahamas.
Oh, dope. Okay, nice.
And then from the Bahamas back to Baltimore.
Yeah, plenty of docks in
that was like
Baltimore.
That was like a 5-day cruise.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, which is pretty crazy.
And we went from Baltimore to Florida. From Florida, like that. Yeah. That definitely was not happening for Christopher Columbus either.
Nah,
he would hate that shit too.
Yeah. Right. No. Right.
So for him to have to witness going from what he had for travel to I can get from North America to Asia in less than 24 hours is
crazy, dude.
Insane.
Maybe it's for the best that shit wasn't as developed back then, because who knows what their intentions were. Like, who knows what could have spawned, you know what I mean?
You could probably safely fit a lot more slaves on
on
a plane. I'm sure if you could get
slave plane.
200 slaves on that plane, and 200 would land.
Dude,
and 200 would land.
There's no drop off. Like,
all jokes aside,
my God.
Africans died just in the transportation of slavery. This is wild.
You're right.
It's wild.
It's just wild to think about, man. Like,
there were a lot of slaves here in America. There were a lot in the ocean dead.
I mean,
just on the way to get here.
You're not lying, dude.
And that was, imagine the wealth that they had that was worth the cost.
Yeah, right. Just a fucking ass.
That was the cost of
just
doing business.
Yeah, doing business, right?
Cost of doing business.
Just dead body just fucking floating down to the
Sir.
Yeah.
The boat that you sent last night,
it's about 38 slaves less than what you promised me.
Yeah. The whole boat, it crashed.
Yeah.
It looks like there's 150 dead.
Yeah.
120 of them were slaves.
Yeah.
And the rest were crew members. The person's like, we'll only send another.
Yeah, we'll just send
We'll have to just send another.
We've budgeted
Yeah, absolutely.
for the slave crashing.
Can you let the accountant team know about that?
Yeah, could you
Please.
let the shilling department know about that?
Can you let them know about that?
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys had to listen to my terrible British accent, but
no, man,
that's
it's
really
a good point,
what it
dude. It's a fucking great point, man.
traveling nowadays is time travel.
Which is, I mean,
We
bro,
had
I
it's
completely
literally-
agree with
it's
that,
literally
too.
time. It's-
Especially if you're going to different time zones
It's the
too.
closest thing we have to time travel.
I agree,
It's the
dude.
closest thing that we have to time travel, and I'll go as far as say it's time travel. Especially whenever you go into different time zones. I went into tomorrow in 22 hours.
Bro, it's like you almost see yourself flying back from the trip. You're just like, wait, what the?
I went into
Yeah.
tomorrow in 22 hours.
Yeah, right. Like, what type of shit is that?
And then I went into yesterday
Yeah. Dog.
in 22.
It really is a fucking trip to think about, bro. Like, especially just like with those time zones that are ahead, bro. It's just like, what do you mean you're already experiencing Tuesday? When it's like, I'm flying out Monday, and like, what do you mean it's already Tuesday for y'all? What does that mean? Like, how is that not time travel? Is my question. Like, explain how it's not time travel to me, and
It's a trip.
Yeah, right.
It's a trip. No pun intended.
Dude, coming up on the end here, close.
Are we coming up an hour?
Yeah.
That's
It's looking like it, man. So I don't know, man. Where are you sitting at musically right now? Are you just kind of just not even fucking with it?
You know of a song that I wrote
Oh, so yeah. I mean, I forgot you even had that.
that I'm even scared to like record.
No.
I don't even want to give too much details on it. It's one of my favorite songs that I've created of recent, but it's very controversial. That's all I'll say. It's just a very controversial song, but I think it's needed. I think it's great. It's a dope song, but otherwise, I'm happy to be chilling.
Yeah.
I have again, ironically, I'm sitting here again having a rough day, having a rough go at certain things. My health. I have genuine health concerns that I'm worried about right now that I've been dealing with for a year now. And it's so funny because like I have the most money I've ever had. No flex. I'm just I'm not rich by any means.
Yeah,
But
right.
I have the most money I've ever had. I've been debt free for over a year now.
Yeah.
Almost going up on 2 years of having zero debt to my name. Roof over my head, car transport me everywhere, paid off car, drive me wherever I want to go.
Yeah.
Like all these, I have so much security, and then still have all these other things.
Yeah.
That I'm now dealing with.
Yeah.
So maybe hopefully 2026 will be my first year of true peace.
Yeah.
Of me like really being able to like have peace for a year.
Right.
But I don't know. We'll see. 2026 is gonna be 2026, and just musically through all that, just I'm just trying to find a little bit of peace in life. In life right now, I found prosperity. Now it's time to get a little bit of peace.
Definitely.
And once I'm
peace and prosperity. Yeah, let's work on the peace, right?
Yeah. Prosperity. They don't tell you that prosperity comes first.
Yeah. And like they don't even tell you prosperity don't even always come with peace.
Yeah, and it
Yeah,
don't.
yeah,
and you are
yeah,
not
right.
guaranteed that second part.
Yeah.
You're not even guaranteed the first part.
Yeah,
But you're sure as fuck not guaranteed.
But it's
that
always
second
your
part.
peace and prosperity, brother. It's just like, well, which one? Like, which one am I dealing with? Like,
Yeah, you're sure not guaranteed that
oh
second.
my gosh.
So, I'm trying to find some peace.
Yeah.
And once I come out of the other end
Man.
of just a year of peace, we'll see what musically happens. But I've accomplished so much. I've gotten millions of streams.
Yeah.
I've released countless songs.
Yeah.
I've filmed countless music videos. I've
Fucking drop project.
filmed in Tokyo, Japan, in Bangkok, Thailand, short films, performed here and there, got to perform at a music festival. It's
Dude, this world is just like, you've done like, and this is like 99% more than a lot of artists out there have done with like a career just as long, if not longer. You know what I mean? It's just like, this world is crazy. Dude.
in a piece of advice that I gave somebody recently, because I told him Drunk is nowhere near one of my best songs now.
Right.
And it has millions of streams.
Right.
Some of my best songs have literally like 1,000 streams to it.
No.
what makes me happy is that the song was made and the song was released.
Yeah.
What makes me happy is that I got to film this music video and release it. What makes me happy is I got to go to Tokyo and I got to go to Bangkok and I got to film music videos with people from there and got to talk to them about their culture and experience their culture with them and get pointed out to this and that. Like, they get so caught up on the streams and the numbers and how many views your art gets. The dope thing is being able to say
Release that shit.
you did it.
Yeah, man.
But that's the dope thing.
Yeah.
It's just to say, think, see that you did it.
Bro,
No.
it goes back to, again, I'm not an artist, but like I consume a lot of it. So it's just like,
But even with the podcast,
yeah.
it's what's cooler. You having one episode
Right. Right.
with 1 million views.
Yeah, right.
Or having produced 200
Facts.
episodes and throughout that met countless people.
Right.
Got to film 100th episode in Tokyo, Japan.
That's, dude.
It's just like, would you rather that
Right.
or one episode released
with 1 million?
with 1 million?
I even think that that's probably the worst case scenario, low key, to have one join out with 1 million, because then it's like you're just kind of chained to like the next one has to do 1 million, like the next one. It's just like you're just gonna be just constantly chasing that.
Some people were like, "Well, my last one got 1,000. This next one got to get 1,000."
Yeah,
like, even like lower numbers. It's like,
not lying,
dude, just make your next thing.
Facts.
That's what you're gonna get. I have these things with me now for life.
Right.
I've now created things that will be with me for the rest of my life.
Dude.
That's cool.
Dude.
I don't care about the numbers. I did transparently care about,
of course,
getting that first million.
Of course, bro.
Right?
Of course.
That mattered to me because I felt I deserved it, and I did. Once I achieved that, and there was very early in my career where I cared about wanting to become famous and known all this shit. And to be honest with you, not only has fame become ass,
fame
but
is
especially in the music industry.
Bro, yeah,
especially in the music industry.
Bro, fame, there is nothing good about it. And it's just like, bro, it doesn't, whatever perks that obviously come with it, it just doesn't. And this is just me just with time and just observing, just even people. It's just like, this shit is not worth it, bro. It's not worth it. Like, if, again, by nature of, what you do, and just like, with the podcast, will people know who you are? Like, I'm sure at some point will people, like, you can walk down the street, people be like, yo, aren't you the, yeah, but it's like fame as far as like, I don't even know, like a Beyonce fame, like that level of like, it's just, dude, there's no way there's nothing that we don't know.
Recognition is dope. Like, recognition for what you do.
That's probably what, like, the word I was
is due.
You know what I mean? And recognition.
Yeah, obviously, I'm still fighting for a little bit of recognition, even for the podcast. I'm just getting recognized for what we've accomplished here, in Pittsburgh. But beyond that, what I think people really want, and me personally, what I really want, I just want to have enough money to do whatever I want.
Agreed.
That's all. And I'm well on that path, and I don't, and it didn't come from music.
Yeah.
And that's completely fine. And maybe one day in the future it might come from music.
Yeah, exactly.
In a different way than what I thought it was initially gonna go. But I just care about being able to get on that first class flight.
Yeah, and just watch the saunter back to all right, guys. Yeah, I'll see you when we get there. Have a good one. Yeah,
I'm closer than I am far, from it, but
absolutely,
we'll be there.
My man. Thank you so much for coming through. That's all y'all get from my man. We're gonna let him rest, let him chill out. But listen, MIC Podcast, episode 198, where everyone is a master of their own creation, man. We got, obviously one more episode before we see y'all at that 200, which again will be an exciting one for y'all, man. So appreciate y'all, man. Peace.
Cheers.